Is it finally time? After all the months, after all the years of waiting, is it finally time for XRP to take off? I've been telling everybody that I believe that January is the month that the pump starts. Said the middle of the month. Here we are at the end of the middle of the month. What is going to happen with XRP? I'm going to tell you about it in just a second. Let's get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to Ben Armstrong Crypto X. Don't you trade crypto? Experience it. Getting ready to go watch a little football today. Man, some decent games yesterday. How about that game last night? I digress. Let's talk about what's really important. Who cares about sports ball? Let's talk about XRP. I just made those other two letter actions up. It wasn't really an R or a P. But the thing is, guys, is things are looking bleak, very, very bleak on Friday. The market had been crashing, and we were right there at the gap, at the CME gap for Bitcoin. We were right there at 40,300. That is the support that has been bounced off of 4 times. Definitely everybody thought it was going to plunge down in there. But you know, I thought it was going to too. However, when it hit that little bounce and established a 4th bounce on that support line of 40,300, you know, I started thinking to myself, it's almost like this is the accumulation zone and everybody's waiting for it to go to 39.6 or 38, and everybody's just scooping up right here. All the institutions are scooping up right here. And did everybody miss it? Did everybody miss the 40,000 waiting on it to go lower? I think a lot of people might have. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's definitely not going down again. Certainly can't do that. I believe that there's a great chance we're entering into an accumulation zone for Bitcoin, and we'll see some alts do some pumps. And I believe, based on some charts and some technical analysis that I've been looking at, which we're going to talk about tomorrow on the show, you guys who follow Market Cypher, you guys know we use High IQ here, highiq.store, if you guys want to check out the best trading indicator in the world. Market Cypher, though, we used for years. We love Market Cypher. It is definitely a great indicator. And there's one thing about Market Cypher that everybody loves. People know I've got quite the affinity for the large green dots. When I am using Market Cypher as confluence to High IQ, because I found that works tremendously to do. Wait until I'm getting an entry on High IQ and the green dot on Market Cypher is lining up, and you got just a double power punch there. You know it's probably going to be a good trade. But these large green dots, okay, and this is relevant for XRP, because we're about to talk about your XRP green dot here in just a second, boys and gal. I know there's one of you. And so we actually have a decently high percentage of ladies that watch this channel, but I digress. But the point is when it comes to these levels of Bitcoin and what people think about it and where it's going to go, and people are nervous, and now you're looking at the technical analysis starting to line up with it starting to go the other way. It's almost like the social sentiment going down and the technical analysis starting to hinge back the other way. And these large green dots, when you get them on Market Cypher, especially the large green dots. The green dot we're going to be talking about today is not technically a large one, but it's right on the border. It's so close that it was one hair away from getting inside of a certain level to make it a large one. But the fact on the daily chart, we're going to talk about the daily chart. We are forming a green dot right now on XRP. As we've been on a downtrend for a while, it seems to me that this could be the absolute reversal point for XRP. I'm not going to tell you it's going to go up to the moon tomorrow, but I am going to tell you I do believe when we went back down to, I think, 52 cents, I think we hit the other day, I think that's going to be the local bottom, and there is a chance it might not ever hit 52 cents again. Hold on, guys. Speaking of XRP, let's talk about another great thing. Stake, our channel sponsor. The Ben Armstrong Crypto X show is powered by Stake. QR code on the screen. Don't forget, link in the description. Powered by Stake. We also have to keep in mind, though, that when it comes to, and look, it could go down this week. It could go down this week. But things are kind of lining up here. I'm a little nervous because it's just almost too good to be true. I called it exactly, but I've done it several times, you guys know. And it could shape up into that. The bounce off of 40,300 was very strong. I'm going to be very interested to see what happens in the markets at the opening tomorrow. And I will tell you that I am considering starting to do an opening of the markets trading show. It will not be this week or next week. I'm still getting stuff straightened out. I think J-Chain is actually moving our studio right now as I speak into the other room. And so, you know, we got a lot of stuff going on. But the fact is that a trading show could be kind of cool as I'm continuing to get a little more into technical analysis because there's things that you guys should see, and they're relevant not just to Bitcoin, but to XRP too. So the other day, just yesterday, we've got a green dot on the XRP 12-hour chart, the 12-hour chart. Then today it hits the daily, and it was almost like it started with the 4-hour. I don't know, maybe it was a day and a half ago, something like that. And then it just went to the 6-hour, and then went to the 8-hour, and then it went to 12, and then it hits the daily. Now, I will tell you, I think it's the 3-day. The 3-day, if we were to get to uptick here, if we got let's say a 2 or even 3% pump for XRP in the next few days, which I think could happen, unless we have some kind of crazy thing at the opening of the market tomorrow, we could be printing green dots on the 2 or the 3-day. I haven't even checked the 2-day, to be honest with you. It might be there. I just know the 3-day. In the 3-day, I believe we're getting a large green dot, I think. If I recall correctly, it is under the line. And all of these green dots that I'm talking about, by the way, they're all on the downside of the momentum waves using the oscillator. So these are not, it's not just there's a green dot that popped up here all of a sudden on Market Cipher and it's going up. No, everything's lining up with the green dots. High Q lining up with everything is lining up. The confluence right now. You have to remember though, the institutional people are here. The big boys are here. That means since they are here, all bets may be off. We don't know how this market's going to react. It might, guys will be doing 40 cents tomorrow. I don't think it's going to. I think it's much more likely it goes up to about 57 or 58 cents tomorrow. That's guaranteed to happen, of course. But I think that's much more likely than going down heavily tomorrow, unless we have some kind of crazy news event or sell event or whatever. So overall, XRP Army, where are we at? What are we doing? Where are we sitting? We're being patient. You're not getting out of your XRP positions. I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. Not getting out of those positions. And I think be ready for a move here soon. I believe it's coming. I think we're going to look back, and I think maybe Friday might have been the very local bottom of this, kind of post ETF trading action, and really looking forward to what's going to happen this week. One way or the other, guys. This week will tell the tale of what we're about to experience, I believe. Not just for XRP, but for Bitcoin as well. I believe that we're going to know by the end of this week whether we are going to be pumping or going to be dumping, or we are going to be going sideways. I think if there's nothing this week and it's very steady, I think now we need to start examining what this looks like for the Bitcoin halving coming up. We'll may just have kind of a standard entry into it. If all of a sudden we crash, well, now we got to start looking at levels like, okay, where can we hit and things still stay on track for the pre-halving and the halving and post-halving stuff for the bull run. Then I think if by the end of this week, and I hope you guys understand, I'm not saying it could go up, it could go down, it could go sideways. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm giving you guys the scenarios to look for this week that are going to determine kind of the more midterm action, in my opinion. So definitely, I do believe that if it goes sideways for an entire week here, I believe we're probably going to go sideways for a few months. But I believe that if we start pumping, we start going up and XRP cars are over 60 cents this week, well then shoot, that's going to be killer. And I think we're probably going to make a lot of money. All right, guys, make sure, hit the like button on your way out. Helps keep the lights on. Be blessed.